On State of Arizona versus Jody Arias.
The sentencing retrial started with a motion for a mistrial. Judge Sherry Stevens excused a juror for an ongoing family emergency the very first day, leading Arias' lawyers to move for a whole new trial. That was denied, and a second juror was dismissed on day 2 for talking to reporter Beth Karras outside the courthouse. A third juror got the boot weeks later after she was arrested on charges of check fraud. Alexander's family spoke to the jury a week into the trial.
Every year that I age past 30, I think about where Travis would have been. Travis had so many hopes and dreams.
This is real for me. This is my hell. When is it going to end?
Then there was a motion for mistrial and sanctions, accusing the prosecution of destroying evidence. It centered around porn allegedly found on Travis Alexander's computer. Defense attorneys claimed it had been destroyed, and the prosecution intentionally misled Arias' lawyers. Judge Stevens denied that motion after weeks of testimony. Meanwhile, the trial was going on at the same time. The defense presented Arias as an abused, mentally ill woman, but spent most of the time focusing on Alexander, portraying him as a violent, manipulating womanizer.
And he's participating in activity that is unacceptable for the Mormon Church.
Prosecutor Juan Martinez spent much less time on his case, going over some of the facts of the murder, but not all. Martinez utilized his now famous dramatic presentation more than once.
Did that take very long for me to do that?
Your Honor.
Wait a minute, that's point of order, isn't it?
No.
And you were seated, weren't you?
Judge, I'm going to object.
An objection. What was your objection?
The fact that Mr. Martinez is standing right next to the witness and yelling at him and stabbing him.
The rest of the state's time was spent countering the defense's arguments. Arias herself had a chance to address the jury, but she would only do it in secret. Judge Stevens allowed it, and Arias testified for 2 days. The Arizona Court of Appeals reversed that decision, opened the courtroom, and Arias refused to testify further. She never spoke to the jury again. More than 4 months after the retrial began, it finally ended, 6 years after the murder. William Pitts, 12 News.